This is a review for American Chimney and Fireplace in Louisville, Kentucky, formerly known for 13 years as All-American Chimney Service. This is a screenshot I took on January 28, 2023 of a one-star Google review. This review disappeared about 3 months later. It's by Daniel Chandler. It was written about May of 2022, and it reads, I retained All-American Chimney in September 2021 for a Level 1 chimney inspection. The technician said he would need to research whether my wood-burning stove was installed correctly, but he would get back in a couple days. In fact, All-American installed the stove just 2 years earlier. My 2019 paperwork said that it was installed by the same technician who performed the inspection in 2021, plus the company owner. After multiple calls, emails, and a 29-day wait, I finally received a report stating they could fix the stove's problems for $2,250. Now, let's just stop there. They installed a stove incorrectly, and 2 years later, they want to be paid $2,250 to correct their mistake. How would you feel if you were in Daniel Chandler's position? Would you think that was fair? Would you think that was ethical? Terms and conditions of the contract that I signed: 5-year limited warranty on labor. This warranty on labor extends only to the owner named in this agreement and does not extend to any purchaser of the property. Too bad for Daniel. When I pointed out that it was All-American Chimney who had installed the wood-burning stove, they claimed they told the prior owner that they knew it was installed in a manner either not to code or not within manufacturer specifications. Why would you do that? Why would you install a new wood-burning stove in someone's house in a manner either not to code or not within manufacturer specifications? Why wouldn't you do what you're supposed to do and follow the installation instructions and the codes and the rules? Because all of that is designed to keep people safe. That's the point. I am skeptical that the owner knew anything about this. And here's why. Because my wood-burning stove was installed in a manner either not to code or not within manufacturer specifications. And I didn't know anything about it. It was installed without a permit and without them having a license. And I didn't know that either. So let's say the owner went along with this for some reason. Did the owner understand that by not getting the permit and having it pass inspection, if there's a problem with that wood stove installation and the chimney ends up catching fire and burning the house down, do they understand that their homeowner's insurance will not pay up? Do they understand that by not following manufacturer's installation instructions, they've just violated the warranty on their expensive new stove? I wouldn't go for that. Would you go for that? Does that make any sense? It doesn't make sense to me. So let's see here. We've got birdeyereviews.com. What does All-American Chimney Service have to say? It says, we have learned that your number one concern is whether your fireplace is safe to use or not. That is my number one concern. But is it the company's? Is their walk matching their talk? Let's see what the Vermont Castings Installation Manual has to say. It says, warning, if the information in these instructions is not followed exactly, a fire may result, causing property damage, personal injury, or death. Let's see what page 3 says. It says, warning, Fire risk. Hearth and Home Technologies disclaims any responsibility for, and the warranty will be voided by, the following actions. Installation other than as instructed by Hearth and Home Technologies. Let's see what the Ventus Pipe Manual has to say. It is of the utmost importance that this chimney be installed only in accordance with these instructions. Says the chimney must be installed by a qualified chimney professional according to these installation instructions. Let's look under codes and permits. Let's read that bold type. Always contact your local building official or fire official regarding permits, restrictions, and installation inspections in your area. Okay, let's go right back over here. They told the prior owner that they knew it was installed in a manner either not to code or not within manufacturer's specifications. Okay, so I don't think that I am an outlier when it comes to the quality of the installation that I had and the way things were done. I think they've probably been doing things this way for a long time. And there is a pattern, in my opinion. In my opinion, the pattern is they're not following the rules. So they're not following the rules on getting all the government documents that they're supposed to get before the installation, not after they get caught. They're not following the rules on following the manufacturer's instructions when they put it in. They're not following the rules on the manufacturer's minimum sizing recommendations. They're not following the rules on, well, I got correction notices, so they violated codes. So I think if you add all this up, I think it comes out to disregarding safety. If you add all that together. So, given all the evidence I've shown you in the previous videos, given this review, do you feel that you can trust this company to do the job right for you? If you've hired them in the past, do you trust that they did it right? Because my advice, if you've hired them in the past for a major project, number one, go online, find the installation manual from the manufacturer, go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. Get up in your attic, get up on your roof, do what you got to do, and make sure. And the other thing I would recommend is call the government, find out if whatever project they did needed a permit. Anything beyond a chimney inspection, I would think, but I don't know. So you call the government, find out if that kind of work needed a permit. And if it did, you find out, is your name and address in the system? And if you bought the house from somebody and someone else, and you've got a appliance like this, find out. Okay, so you might think that everything is installed okay, it looks good to you, but you might have a safety hazard and not be aware of it. So in my case, after the stove was installed, about 3 hours later, I saw a dented pipe on my roof. Now, let's think about it. If it wasn't for that dented pipe, if they had put a nice new pipe that looked really good with no dents on my roof, I would have thought everything was okay. I would have paid off the stove the following Monday. I wouldn't have known the difference for quite some time afterwards. It is because of the dented pipe that I thought, I better see what's going on in the attic. And then I found something else. I guess I'd better go behind them and read those manufacturer's instructions and make sure they did it right. And then I found something else. And, I guess I better call the government and see if they got the permit like they were supposed to. And then it was, I guess I better call the manufacturer and the Chimney Safety Institute of America and the National Fire Institute and find out if the stove is oversized, as my friend thought it probably was. So, just because everything looks good, hey, you know, I was the dumb homeowner, and I'm the one that found out. I found out the way they've been doing business. As I said, I'm not an outlier. So anyway, if you've hired them in the past and you're really unhappy with it, I'd like nothing better than to get a class action lawsuit going on. My attorney is Scott Abell, Abell, and he is in Middletown, and it wouldn't hurt just to give him a call and let him know. Maybe we could get a lot of people together. Maybe we could do something. It's worth a shot. Now, in the next video, we're going to backtrack a little bit. In the last one, I showed you their government records. And what I'm going to do in the next one is I have looked up the government records in the Louisville Metro system for 4 of their competitors, and we will look at all the differences, and we'll see how things look amongst the different people that install wood stoves. And we'll see how American Chimney and Fireplace, I would say, ranks compared to everybody else. All right, catch you then.